Whoa, hey guys, it is great to be with you on Inspirations for Your Life today. It is a Wednesday, it's April 8th, it's 2026, and from the beautiful background that you see here, yes, I am at Montclair State University, and the building you see directly in back of me here, directly in back of me is Life Hall, and then to the other side of it is the College of Communication. All right, guys. So it's great to be with you here. Another great day at Montclair State University. Hope all of you guys had a great Passover, or you had a good Easter, or whatever you celebrated with friends and family. And so let's get right into the show. We have a great master topic for the week, as you know we always do. If this is your very first time here, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you and welcome. Really appreciate you guys dropping in. If you've been here many times before, whether it's once, twice, before, or many times, I do want to say welcome back. And thank you so much for choosing to come back to the show. Because we are live on a campus ground, we may get noise, we may get distractions, we get people maybe into our feed. That just kind of happens, but that's kind of the beauty of being live here in this environment. All right, guys. So this is Inspirations for Your Life. It's Wednesday, April 8th. And yes, how to become living proof is our granular for today. And that is, guys, Series 5, in case you didn't know. Yep, Series 5. It's show 15, and it's episode number 5. Yeah. So, yes, it's great to be here. Oh, who am I? Sure. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student, and a passionate lifelong learner. And pretty soon, guys, next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday, that's like 9 days away, I will be an official published author with a hardcover book, a Kindle version, and yes, even an Audible version that I'll be reading. So really excited about that. And today was the day, actually, today, April 8th, 2026, that the Library of Congress actually cataloged our ISBN number. So really grateful for that. Most people talk about change that I'm with, but very few actually become it. When we become what we want to embody, it happens. If your life doesn't show it, it's not real yet. I think that causes change to affect people in the fact that they're never going to get something. And that's not true. It's just they haven't aligned with it yet. And in a world full of noise, what people trust is not what you say, it's what you consistently do. We've said this before, actions speak louder than words, right? So let's dive right in. All right. Number one, guys, let your life be evidence. Results are the only proof that cannot be debated. Yep. Can't debate results, right? Number two, results speak louder than claims people make. What you produce matters more than what you promise. That's another insight that I think a lot of people miss, and they try to stuff it under a rug, and that's just not good. Number three, guys, change should show growth, but must be visible to be believable. Hey, there's my slogan, believemeachieve.com. So change should show growth, but must be visible to be believable. Yeah, if you can't see something, how can you believe it? But when we talk about things that we can't see, like religion or other things, we have to have faith. We have to have blind faith that what we know is going to exist, even though we can't see it here with our two eyes or feel it with our hands. We know that we know that we know it's on its way, or we know that we have it already. We know it's ours. Like this book being published, I knew it was mine even before it got an ISBN number. I just felt it in every core of my body. Number four, guys, quiet proof beats loud promises. Consistency outperforms hype every single time. Every time. Number five, guys, live what you say. Alignment builds instant credibility. Alignment builds instant credibility. And as I'm out here in the beautiful outdoors, I'm seeing the beautiful birds. Just one literally came literally about 2 feet from my foot. It was just interesting to see the bird just staying there. And they're just kind of like just moving very slowly, and they're watching me, and I'm watching them, and it's really neat. Number 6, guys, integrity. Yeah, integrity is visible. People feel what is real without explanation. And that bird is just, you can't see it, but that bird is just, he's just there, and he's watching. I'm waving to him, and he's just kind of, he's staying, he's about a good 3 or 4 feet from me. And it's nice when nature comes so close to you. You can actually just see the bird. How are you? I'm just waving to him, and he's looking back at me, and it's really nice. All right, number 7, transformation leaves fingerprints. Real change always leaves a trace. That's inevitable. Okay? You may not want to accept that. You may not want to believe that. But everything you've ever done and ever will do will leave a trace, whether it's good or whether it's bad, right? Number 8, be the example, not the excuse. So many people in our world make excuses to why they don't want to do something or why it can't be done. Your life should demonstrate possibility, accountability, not a bunch of excuses. Hey, how are you? I'm really just fathomed by this bird. Just like he's getting closer to me, and he's like coming around a circle, and he's looking at me, and he's just like, he's just watching me. I know you can't see that. It's like, it's really amazing to watch that. All right. Number 9, guys, consistency makes believable. Repetition builds trust. Maybe I should have had a camera on the bird. He's like getting so close to me. He's going around the back. All right. Number 10. Number 10. Character is your loudest message. Who you are speaks before you do. So that means that your presence comes from your character, comes from your integrity, comes from your belief that you are something or you're not something, right? I want to go back to Henry Ford, and he said something very important. If you believe it and you believe you can, you're right. If you believe it and you believe you can't, you're also right. So our belief creates our reality. In other words, our perceptions create reality. Number 11, guys, proof is built daily. Small actions compound into undeniable results. Proof is built daily. Small actions compound into undeniable results. That's something you might have heard of before, but maybe you just kind of pushed it under a pillow or something because you didn't believe that that actually meant something. The people that actually have the proof and have been able to use it and share it live by this every single day. Number 12, let healing become visible. Growth should show in behavior. There's 3 more birds. They just literally swooped. You missed it. They swooped right around me here, sitting outside, and they're all right what that other bird's doing, and they're just kind of like, now I've got 2 of them, and they're both looking at me. Okay. All right. Nature is fun. So let healing become visible. Growth should show in behavior. That's your behavior. Number 13, your habits are testimony. What you repeat defines who you're becoming. So when a pattern gets repeated, okay, it starts to shape who we are, our actions, our integrity, our character, all right? And I think that's something that a lot of people have tried to, shall I say, put a lower priority on because they think that because it's one thing, okay, that it means nothing. But actually, it means so much more because these are your habits, and these small habits are what turn into your life. Number 14, walk your message into the room, right? Your presence should confirm your words. I didn't say pick up a cell phone and text your message. I didn't say email your message. I said walk your message into the room. whether it's on a piece of paper or whether you're going to deliver it, your presence should confirm your words. And I think when somebody knows that our presence is there, it oftentimes gives us more respect because there's a genuineness that accompanies it. Number 15, guys, private discipline creates public credibility. Private discipline creates public credibility. What you do unseen builds what is seen. All right, so what are we trying to say, John? What you do in private, the actions, your attitude carries through to what will be seen in public. Even if you're saying, well, John, no, that's not going to happen. It is, because your actions, your mannerisms are all going to flow through to your public character. There's no separation between your private character and your public character. Your private character might be a little quieter, right? But your public character is going to inherit a lot of those same traits. Number 16, earn trust through patterns. Earn trust through a pattern or through patterns. Consistency over time creates certainty. Consistency over time creates certainty. So earn trust through patterns. Consistency over time creates certainty. This is why, I was watching, I think it was Below Deck when I was on the plane the other day. And, there was this one person that brought on these people that they were going to date. And he did something very interesting. He said to the singles, he said that he got down to the last two and he says, well, I'm not really ready to make a decision. So I'd like to date you both and just see how it plays out. And they're like, I don't think we really like that idea. And the other one came out very rudely and said, well, we're not a buffet. So the fact that people want to impose their agenda, that's terrible. Okay. That obviously broke trust in him. And the fact that they were saying these things was a power play to get him to make a decision. In fact, one of the bachelors just walked right off the boat when it got to the dock. The other one was kind of like getting ready to walk out and wasn't happy, but he said to her, I'd like to still keep seeing you. He's like, oh, I guess it's okay. And I think sometimes people try to push their agendas on others when that's just not right. It's not right. That breaks the circle of trust. And when somebody acts a certain way consistently, and we know that, that's when we build a trust. That's when we build this camaraderie, right? This rapport. It doesn't happen in 5 seconds, guys. It does not. Number 17, guys. Number 17. Show what growth looks like. Become the example others need to see, hear, and experience. Show what growth looks like. Be an example of what growth will be. Be that example. Number 18, guys. Let your actions answer questions. Results remove doubt. Let your actions answer questions. Results remove doubt. When you demonstrate something and everyone else says you can't, it suddenly causes this big ripple effect. And people do like a quick back take, like what was that about? But it gets people to reevaluate because you're able to do what they said you couldn't do. Number 19, guys, stability is contagious. Yeah, let's just get over that. People follow what feels grounded. People follow what feels, are you ready for this word, guys? Comfortable. But I said before that success actually starts to happen when you learn to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's what I've said before. And that is the truth. But a lot of people don't want to admit that. They don't want to admit that. They want to just sit on that nice warm chair or snuggled up under the covers or that hot cocoa or that ice cold latte on a hot day. They want what's comfortable. They don't go by discomfort. And that's an important thing that I think we all need to realize. Number 20, demonstrate the possibility you preach. Be the evidence it works. So demonstrate what is possible and then show people through your actions and results that, hey, it works to believe. It works to start perceiving your reality. Okay? Neville Goddard said something a long time ago, and I follow him a lot. He said, to be where you want to be, you need to live the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That's a very powerful statement, but most people don't do it because they're trying to force it. They're not allowing their emotions, they're not allowing their mind and body to go somewhere. A wise person once told me, if you go somewhere in the mind, you will eventually go there in the body. So go there in the mind, and the body will eventually follow. Number 21, guys. Embody the standard. Do not lower it. Live it daily. Embody the standard. Support the standard. Don't lower it. Don't change it because this is going to be easier, because it's going to be more comfortable. Don't do that. A lot of people do because they don't want to feel uncomfortable. Number 22, influence grows from alignment. People trust what is real, what they see, what they hear, what they touch, what they taste, what they smell. That's what they define as real. You can't negotiate that. It's valid. Number 23, do not market what you do not live. Don't preach. Don't share what you don't live. Authenticity cannot be faked. No, it can't be. If you try it, you might fool some of the people some of the time, but you're never going to fool all the people all of the time. So, start being authentic. Your life will change exponentially in a real positive way. Number 24, make progress undeniable. Consistency makes you impossible to ignore. When you're consistent, things keep happening over and over and over and over again. And people see that kind of behavior, they build a trust, they build a respect, they build a camaraderie with you, a rapport with you. People look for patterns because those that operate in patterns generally stay that way. They're what we call reliable, right? Number 25, guys. Become hard to dismiss. Results eliminate opinions. Results are truth. Results are fact. Okay? Become hard to dismiss. Results eliminate opinions. Number 26, guys. Let change behavior do the talking. Transformation speaks for itself. You're trying to achieve something, and suddenly that happens. When I say suddenly, you're working on something for a while, and to you it seems sudden, but it's taken a while. That locks in the fact that the behaviors and the actions you are taking are the correct ones, and they should be rewarded again, 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 again. Number 27, guys. Authenticity is powerful proof. Truth carries weight without any kind of effort. Truth carries weight without effort. So when you're true to yourself, it's very easy to be true to others. When you're true to others, more people flock to you and say, you know what? I want to hang around with somebody like you. I want to be with you. You say what's on your mind. You're not afraid to tell the truth. You're accountable. These are the qualities people look for. Number 28, your life can validate hope. Others believe when they see it in you. When they see it in you, they suddenly have this epiphany moment like, wow, that's incredible. But it doesn't always happen immediately. It could take some time. But when that happens, either a slow change or a quick change happens. And you realize that you're either going the right direction or you're going the wrong direction. Number 29, guys. Build evidence with repetition. Consistency creates confidence. There it is again. It's that pattern. Consistency, confidence, accountability, trust. That's what people look for. They look for these qualities. But some people will do some things today or some things tomorrow, and they're not consistent in their business life. They're not consistent in their relationships. They're not consistent in any of their behaviors. So people define them as a flake, somebody that's not all there. They have lots of words for these people. Someone that doesn't have, quote unquote, their act together. People that have different types of actions in the same environments cause others to step back and say, wait a minute, maybe we should check on this first. Or maybe we should think about this, right? This happens a lot in job interviews. People get a good perception of you. But then what happens is they want to meet you in person, or they want to have a video interview with you that is different than the quick handshake or the quick meeting that you had together. They want to see, do your skills and does your attitude hold up in another environment, like their environment? Or when, let's say it's more off the cuff, or you're being asked questions that are pretty straightforward, but they're meant to get your genuine responses. When you ask somebody a question and they're on a job interview or what have you, and they take too long to answer that question, you know what that means? It means that they're trying to reconstruct, but they're not. They're constructing something that they have no idea about. So, for example, I'm going to ask you about the science of, I don't know, let's say a pretty big one is meteorology. And you have no experience about meteorology. And so I ask you, well, tell me, what was it that made you want to get into meteorology? And you're sitting there like a deer in the headlights. Well, it's about weather, and I like weather. That's a horrible answer. Or they might say something to you like, so tell us, what was your most interesting experience when you started forecasting the weather? Here we go again, the deer in the headlights. Well, uh, I think it was the day when I said it was gonna rain and it snowed, and that doesn't mean anything either. There's no connection to anything. So what you're trying to do so hard with the deer in the headlights is you're trying to construct something that never really existed. It's one thing if you actually went to meteorologist school, or you reported the weather, or you were part of a weather group in school. You could say, well, gee, I remember the time when I was in whatever grade it was, and we were working on this weather project. And I was so fascinated with the way rain actually comes back and the way it's this cycle starting with the water. Now, if you didn't study it, you would be able to make that up. Okay? That's important. Also, somebody that's trying to construct data is not factual. They just pick things out of wherever. Okay. Number 30, guys. Build living proof. Stop explaining and start showing. So many people I know want to explain, want to prove things. Don't try to prove anything. Show me your results. Become the change. Gandhi, right? Become the change you want to be. I love that quote. So become living proof. And the way you become living proof is by becoming the change. That's powerful, guys. That's extremely powerful. So, before I wrap up tonight, I want to thank you, first of all, for joining me this evening. If any part of this show tonight hit you in any small or big way and caused a shift, stop talking about who you want to become. Start proving it with your actions. Because, ladies and gentlemen, real influence is not built through words, it is built through the evidence you set with your life. When your life reflects your message, you do not need to convince anyone. They see it, they feel it, they believe it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is when everything changes. Your credibility grows, your impact expands, and your presence becomes undeniable. You do not need more talk. You need more alignment in your life. Become living proof today. For more insights, visit believemeachieve.com, and we'll help you get on that path to becoming even more successful and more intentional. The next chapter of your life starts now.